What do they call it? Get signed up before you get in trouble?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, at the Prescott. Wait, no, we're here at the Prescott Executive Offices, but this is the Prescott Times 863 Morning Show. Gosh, I feel like
Is it still morning?
I'm always
feels
starting
later in the day now.
I feel like I'm always restarting my life every morning. Maybe that's a good thing. But stay tuned. We got the best. Blah, blah,
Coffee.
Blah. All right, bye. Welcome to the 863 Morning Show with your host, San Martin Rodriguez and Eric Knight.
Right, there he is. All right, we got somebody joining us here.
I clicked my heels three times. I said, I ain't in Kansas no more.
All right, hold on. Before we introduce this guy, let's talk about the day. You ready for
Let's
it?
do it.
Do you have your fun fact going?
I got it.
Okay. All right. So today, even though somebody tried to say it was like Fitness Wednesday or something, just not going to call out names or anything.
Somebody attack Kia. Kiani, we're talking about you. Let's see if she hears about
right.
it.
So actually, today is Dr. Seuss Day. What's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Dude, I don't know. You know what? I don't know.
Well, hopefully the people in the chat will tell us what they are.
Yeah, do that again in a couple of minutes because I'm so like I know I've heard so many stories.
Says the guy with the computer in front of him.
What you know what it could be? I ate green eggs.
Oh, green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham.
Okay,
so
right.
I do have that. Anyways, I didn't want to ask that. That question was stupid.
All right, what's the fun fact of the day?
Why does diet soda float and regular soda does not?
My 10-year-old does this, so go ahead.
Hey, give us the answer. Okay, so the difference in the amount of dissolved sweeteners leads to a difference in density. Cans of regular soda tend to be more dense than water, so they sink. Cans of diet soda are usually less dense than water, so they float.
There you go.
See, my world is complete, man. You know what? I'm done.
All right, well, now everybody's educated, and now we can introduce this fine gentleman there. He's got some special news.
You know what the funny thing about life is that some people know things and some people don't know things. This is probably one thing that nobody knows that you guys definitely should know because it's happening here right in our community. And the best part about it, it actually is a free service. So with that being said, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
Well, my name is Tom Stoltz. I'm manager of Yavapai Regional Transit located in Chino Valley. We are the only public transportation system between Chino Valley, Prescott, and Prescott Valley.
See, and the best part about that is that nobody probably really knows that.
I've seen their trucks or vans
I've
over
seen
here.
it.
Yeah,
I've seen it. But how do you actually know that you could get on there? And that's kind of what you're here for. Tell everybody kind of what has been happening. Give a little rundown about your business.
And we'll have chats here just so you know, and then look at the camera and tell them about it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we started out about 9 years ago. We currently have 10 drivers, 3 administrative people, counting myself. Mm-hmm. And we also have 5 buses. Our buses are always maintained. They're always clean, always safe and reliable. Our job is to provide reliable transportation to the community. So we charge nothing for a ride currently. It's been 1 year, and we will probably extend the free rides all the way till September of this year. Veterans have always rode free and will always ride free.
Well, that's cool.
Like
so many people think that we don't have any kind of public transportation, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So how is this different, and what made you guys start it?
Well, it was started by a board of directors that we had 2 members that were retired from ADOT, and those 2 members, along with the rest of the board of directors, started Yavapai Regional Transit, like I mentioned, about 9 years ago.
Okay, wow,
so
that's a while ago. Yeah,
they saw the need in the community. We transport veterans, as I mentioned, for free. Seniors, anyone can ride our buses. They are all wheelchair equipped. So our drivers are all trained. They're all uniformed. So we're very proud of what we provide to not only Chino Valley, but to Prescott and to Prescott Valley. Prescott Valley is only on Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, so let's talk about that. What is the ranges and dates? That's
Okay.
important, right? Because people need to know.
You bet.
Yeah.
You bet. One thing
we got a fancy map up too.
There we go.
All right.
One thing that we're very proud of is that we've started 2 routes in Chino Valley. This became necessary with the COVID-19. So as a result, we added a bus, and we now run every half an hour to 11 different locations in Chino Valley.
It's a lot. 11?
So we go to the senior centers, we go to the dollar store, we go to the Safeway, we go to the American Legion, and people can arrange for a deviation. Deviation needs a 24-hour notice. And we can pick you up at your home and drop you off at your doctor's office or wherever your destination is. However, we are only allowed to go a half a mile off of our route.
Okay.
So if you have internet access and you get on Yavapai Regional Transit.com, it will show you our routes. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can call our dispatch department. That's a 928-636-3602 and talk to our dispatch department, and they will be able to schedule you. But again, we need 24 hours notice.
Yeah, so prepare for your trip.
Yeah.
You know, don't just like, oh my gosh, I need a ride today. So I'm posting a couple of things. I posted a map of the locations that they pick up, but here's also a list of the locations that they pick up on the gold route schedule. And if you go down and scroll onto this page right here, you can go ahead and get the green route schedule. And I'm telling you what, there's a 2 and 4 tours. How many times did you go to Chino Valley, you said?
Well, Chino Valley, we go around about 11 times a day. And that starts around 7:15 in the morning and goes to about 5:30 at night, roughly.
That's so cool. You can't go wrong with that. You know, just a rundown. Okay, so Maria says, "Good morning. How you doing?"
Yeah, we got lots of highs here.
And so we're gonna go ahead and do a shout out to Peter Parker. How you doing? He's the kung fu man. Maria,
he should be getting ready for class.
Yeah, you better get over there, Peter.
Right.
Mary Tomas always saying hello from Michigan. I mean, you know what, you might as well just move back to Prescott. All right, I'm just throwing it out there. Nikki,
just let it on. It's 74 today. Just putting that out there.
74
It's
today?
like 74 today, something like that. Yeah.
Oh shoot, I almost forgot Tammy. See, Tammy says hello.
I said Tammy.
Oh yeah.
I'm just letting Mary Thomas from Michigan know because it's got to be warmer here.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm from Milwaukee,
Are you?
Wisconsin,
There you go.
and I can tell you it's cold.
There's been a couple times the last couple of weeks where she's like, "Oh no, it's warmer here."
Yes. It was just because she was right before the storm. And look at Nikki. I don't know if you ever seen or whatever the morning show, but look at her. She gave it a stars. What's up? I like that. Thank you for tuning in this morning. And thank you guys for actually saying what's up to us. We like to go ahead and engage with you. So if you guys have any questions or you want to go ahead and do a shout out to your business or what you got going on today, go ahead and do it right there in the comments. And we would love to go ahead and have that.
Well, and so we'll talk more about this because we're going to talk about the weather for sure.
Yes.
Because our buddy Kevin has put out some interesting things. But what happens with the weather when you guys, when it snows and stuff? Yeah.
Well, if we have a cancellation, we notify all of the radio stations, the city, the DOT. We reach out. We've only been shut down the 2 days last year that we had the heavy snow.
Big one. Yeah.
We had the big one.
So this last one, no shutdown?
No shutdown for the last one. And we realize how much people rely on our services. So we try not to shut down ever if possible. As long as safety is not an issue, we're going to run every day.
So I'm going to go ahead and put up a picture of this awesome bus, and they're all fairly much the same branding on it. Is that Sue? Is the same branding of the buses?
That is correct.
There they are. Yep.
We've got 5 buses. They all have wheelchair lifts. They're 14 passenger buses. And again, as I mentioned previously, all of our drivers are uniformed and they are all trained to help anyone with a disability. Service dogs are always welcome.
So this is kind of it's limited, right now. How does this get expanded?
Well, we've just put in for our 2-year grant.
Okay.
Okay. So it takes a while. If you're going to expand, let's say we were going to expand into Dewey or possibly Paulden, that's about a 1-year process.
Okay.
By the time you do all of the studies that are necessary, be able to arrange funding for the expansion, that takes a little bit of effort on our part.
How can people help?
Well, people can help by donating money to YRT.
Okay.
We are a tax deduction.
A nonprofit?
We are a nonprofit, absolutely. We're $1 for $1. So if you owe the state of Arizona, for example, $350 and you're a single person, they allow you up to $400. You could donate that $350 to YRT and you will owe the state nothing.
Okay.
If you are a couple, that expands up to $800.
That's a lot.
And that's per year.
Okay.
And we rely a lot on private donations and get a lot of support from the Linuses, the Elks Club, and a lot of local businesses, not only in Chino Valley, but throughout the tri-state area.
Wow.
Tri-city area.
All right.
Not yet. I wish there was a tri-state.
Not yet. Martine just put a phone number on there. When do people answer the phones? When are those lines open?
Those lines are open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 12 hours
So
a
it doesn't
day.
ring to your cell phone?
It does not ring on my cell phone. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I have the support of terrific dispatchers, which will take your calls, schedule your trips, answer any questions you might have.
Okay.
That is amazing. See, and I bet you a lot of you guys didn't know that about the area. So if you see or hear about anybody that's in need of transportation to and from our local community right here, just let them know. And as you guys saw in the comments, we put the phone number and also the name of the company that we are speaking with this morning. And that is amazing because that is actually one of the things that Prescott Valley was talking about just recently. And, they were, saying, hey, we need one of these systems. And sure enough, there is actually a system, but I know that you guys don't service Prescott Valley as much as you would like to. But if you guys see a demand out there, do you guys say, hey, we're going to go ahead and do that? Or is there a regulation that keeps you out of there?
There are regulations. We would need to get approval from Chino Valley. I'm sorry, from Prescott Valley itself. So there are some restrictions to expanding that service, but so far it has worked very, very well. Most of our riders are regular riders, so they understand that they have to make a deviation or understand that we only go to Prescott Valley on Wednesdays. So we service down to the DNS, to the library, to Hobby Lobby and Home Depot.
VA.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So it's great to be part of something that's bigger than yourself. I've been a business owner in the past, and this has been one of the greatest opportunities I've ever had.
So Maria's asking questions. You see it? I can't see it.
She goes, do they do the transit from PV or Prescott Transit? And yes, you just actually acknowledge that right now in the post. And I'm telling you guys to be able to have this, even when you're kind of like down and out. And right now our a lot of things are a little bit weird as far as like income and not having a car. And some people say, I don't have a car to get to work. Well, now this is something that could actually help out with your what do they call it? Transportation.
So I've got a big question. All right. Maybe you do or you don't know the question. So I was down in Peoria last week.
Okay.
And they had a test transit system for the different doctor's offices and things like that. And it was all autonomous. There was no steering wheel. There was no driver. There was no, I know you guys cover a much larger area. Like how far away do you think we are from having those kind of buses around?
Well, I don't think it's going to be very long if they keep expanding the technology. I mean, it was about technology.
It was moving by itself.
I think it would bother me. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'd feel safer with one of my drivers than I would with a driverless vehicle.
I think a lot of people do, but yeah, it was just a bubble. Moving around on its own. And so I just didn't know how far along we were from that being like regular for these kinds of systems?
Yeah, I couldn't answer that question.
Okay.
I know it's in the works, and I think eventually we'll get there, but I think we're a long ways off from converting smaller transit systems, especially like ours.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I can't believe that, I mean, don't get me wrong. I knew that you guys were here because you guys have been here for a few years. How many years again?
9 years.
9
we've
years.
been operating as YRT.
Okay, and the top thing is, like, I didn't know too much about it, and I've been born and raised in this town, and there's so much more stuff that needs to be talked about. And if you guys stay tuned on our morning shows, you'll be able to find out most of that information as it comes into us. So once again, if you guys have something to say, or you guys want to let us know, to let the community know, tell us, and we would like to go ahead and put that on.
Yeah, I'd just like to say one more thing if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
We will be in the Frontier Days Parade, as we have been for, that's on July 2nd. We'll have 2 buses. And I wanted to mention that we transported our last fiscal year, which runs from October 1st to September 30th, 12,597 riders.
That's no small number.
And
Oh,
our
yeah.
projection for this fiscal year is 14,000.
Wow. Okay.
And we also take riders surveys. We just finished taking surveys to make sure that how they feel about our service. And we've got an excellent across the board. So we're very, very proud of what we do and what we bring to the community.
That's awesome.
That's a big deal.
Those are big numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of numbers, and
You
a
bet.
lot of people are in need. So that's kind of like what the whole point of this transportation is all for, to help those in need and help those that are down and out, and if they don't have a vehicle, or maybe sometimes they can't even drive. So this is a great service to have, guys. And if you guys want to be a part of it, you guys, I've been sending all the information. Tammy just asked a question saying, do you have other bus stops besides stores? I just listed the actual website and the link to their actual stops. So if you guys want to go ahead and share that, please do. And I know that we got a couple more things to talk about.
We do.
And I'm like,
No, we got to talk about this weather thing. Kevin's prediction for the monsoons.
well, no. Talk about the freaking the pollen count.
I don't want to know.
Holy
I don't
man.
want. No, I don't want to know.
It's
I
over,
don't
man.
want to know.
I don't want to
it's
know either.
over.
I
I
don't
don't
want to
wanna
know.
know.
It went from like 2.5 last week to 9.5. And it's because of obviously the weather's nice outside, the trees and pollen and everything is just going to say, oh my gosh, let's go ahead and expand our
Well, it's
pollen
going to
count.
be beautiful today.
It's
like in
going
the
to be
70s,
very beautiful
And then
today.
it plunges down to snow this weekend. You were the one who posted up yesterday saying that it's like picking lotto numbers. Is the weather.
Yeah, that was a funny one. I was like, Mother Nature's like picking
Today
them
is
out.
72. Tomorrow is 32, 44.
Yeah.
Like it's
we
just
have
all
a
over the
big
place.
fluctuation of just literally temperatures going from 28 degrees this morning. Like I think that's what I woke up to it's going to be 70 degrees. So
Yep.
like that's a huge jump for
Well, and then this
Prescott in
system
general.
running through this weekend, I heard, is even going to leave snow in Las Vegas.
Wow.
That's the same.
And
system
that's going to be
through
next
here.
week, guys. I just
That's-
want to let you
yeah.
know there's one more winter coming. And
One
if you
more
guys are-
winter.
if you guys are planting, don't plant anything outside. Do not plant your flowers. It's not the time to do it. And we all know, as a rule of thumb in Prescott, do not do it until after
Mother's Day is
You
that
bet.
guaranteed.
Yeah. So you can start growing it in your door in house,
But not in
you
the
know,
window.
Yeah, not in the window
Yeah.
because it still could freeze. But at the same time, just make sure that you guys are in tune with that because everybody likes to grow stuff. Just around.
Yep. All right. So before we bounce off the weather, talk about Kevin's summer forecast.
Oh my gosh, that forecast is out of control. Eric woke up this morning, goes, he's predicting a volcano,
Volcanic
weather.
weather. Monsoon. Yes.
And he actually called me this morning. I don't know if you're out there, Kevin, but shout out to you. I wanted to get him on this morning, and I don't know if he is going to show up, but let me see. I'm going to go ahead and just copy this. This could be a good thing, and this could be a bad thing. You guys might get scared. You might not, but he's predicting that the monsoon this season is going to be very, very
wet
volcanic.
and active and early. And so he kind of said that was last year too. So they said it's rare to have 2 years like in a
I
row.
would bet.
And he said he's rarely doing it, but he's doing it. He's saying we're going to have a wild wet.
And I don't know if you guys remember last year's video when I was over at Goldwater. Yeah, Goldwater Lake, and the lake was flooding the actual parking
Yep.
spot. It was going up the driveway. And if you guys have been down there, you guys know what I'm talking about. And I'm like filming that, and that thing went viral. It was like 78,000 people showed up to that video. And I'm just like, people love the monsoons in Prescott, Arizona.
I'm sure we could all agree. Let's hope he's wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or we could go ahead and make sure he's right, and then we could go ahead and reserve our water.
We need
because-
some, well, so I mean, we've had an exceptionally dry winter, which means normally there's some worry about forest fires in the summer, and so hopefully it stays wet enough to where that's not a worry this year.
Well, I can tell you, coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I never thought I'd live in a place where I'd hope for rain, but I do.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to run down a couple of things right now for the top stories that are on the PrescottTimes.com. And if you guys don't know where that's at, that's right here. It's been showing the whole time. You guys have to check that place out because sometimes we don't have enough time to talk about all the stuff that has been happening. But I definitely want to let you guys know Chino Valley is going to be hyped this coming summer, and we want you guys to be a part of every bit of it because we're a part of it. You guys should be a part of it. And it's going to be the UTV off-road adventures coming into town, and they're going to be doing the Chino Bandidos UTV race. So if you guys want to be involved, you guys can sign up. I heard that the first few hundred that sign up or whatever is going to get a free breakfast and also a free dinner. And you guys can do some camping out there. And Chino Valley is so excited about this. I mean, as we are too. And this is going to be one of a series of events that happen here.
Massive event. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're expecting, you know, thousands and thousands of enthusiasts that are working on that, you know, that love for the UTV off-road race. So if you guys want to be a part of that, we got that information on the Prescott Times. And also there was a Yavapai County Sheriff alert looking for a young male, 16 years old. And we have to go ahead and share that. If you guys go to the site right now, please share that to all your pages, to any one of your avenues, and you could have that for you know, to find this child. And then the other one was traffic stop of stolen vehicle, uncovered drugs, and firearm. You guys got to go back to the Prescott Times and read that story. Oh my gosh. And we got a mugshot. So that's kind of the thing where he's like, wah, 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 I messed up. Dang it. It happens.
If you're going to go, it must well go big. Apparently.
It happens.
Yes, you did.
It happens, and that's exactly what's going to be being shown. And then also we got some city news, state news, police news, and also the event page. The event page is growing to an all-time high because events are popping up left and right. It's out of control, and local businesses too. So
what's the biggest event tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're having a business mixer here at the Prescott Executive Office. Dude, everybody's so hype about it, man. They're just like, dude, we need a business mixer.
It's been too long, right?
Yeah.
What is the so what is the food?
The food is going to be from Spicy Streets, and you guys can go ahead and actually do come here, and we're providing the food for you. So they're going to be doing their street tacos, and I don't know if you saw it, but they're opening up another location out in Prescott Valley. And what they're going to do is they're just going to put their food truck out there and just let it ride.
Wow, they're building it. Yeah. No, I saw that. That's good. No, that's exciting. And then you have a bartender coming in. I mean, it should be a good event.
Yeah, it's going to be a very
what
good
time is it?
Event. 5:30.
Right.
5:30 until we're done. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun
here at the Prescott Executive Offices, which is 3623 Crossings.
Yes.
So we're kind of down by the airport, but down by the other fries.
Yes, and I would show you the flyer, but I think it was from last week when we had to cancel.
Okay, it's not canceled now. It's good. It's on.
All right.
So that's exciting.
Check this out. Break-in, but that's last week.
All right. As I saw February. Yeah.
You messed up, man. You messed up. No, I'm scrolling right now because my morning has been very long, and I think I had all the coffee except one glass, so I'm feeling pretty good.
We're out. You know, an unlimited machine, and you ran it out.
Yes. Yeah. We out of here. But with that being said, I think that we have a lot to offer at the PrescottTimes.com. So if you guys want to go check it out, or if you want to add to what is happening over there, let us know at editor@the-PrescottTimes.com, and we will get back to you as soon as possible, or we'll go ahead and post it.
There's one more thing going on today.
What?
It's Wednesday. Is there Wine Chronicles?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So what time do they tune in for that?
12:30.
Okay.
12:30, we have another vlogcast coming up. And then we're also going to probably do a special little a vlogcast with our buddy Kevin, if he's up to it. We'll see how he works out. And then we're going to talk about what he's actually predicting. So it's going to be a pretty big deal.
All right. He's putting it out there. Logan's asking, what's going on with Comedy Show? Is there one in March?
Probably.
There you have it. News here first.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
We'll let you know. When we know, we'll let you know, Logan. So no worries over here, my friend. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. Bye.